Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. It is more bingo, social, it's bingo bonanza. We are here this evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys out there, with an excellent matchup. Student versus the teacher is stoppjesse versus WiliFetti. I am not alone on the commentary desk today. I am joined by none other than Sap. Sap, how are you doing today?
Hello.
And how are things going?
I'm doing amazing. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm excited to see an amazing match.
Yeah, I'm excited too. This, I think, could turn into a banger. I think if it was as close as some of our other bingo matches has been, which I really hope it is, this could go hard, especially given the context surrounding our two players. So let's take a look at the stats screen, and not that screen. That's the wrong screen. There we go, the stats screen, guys. So here we have WiliFetti and stoppjesse. As we've said, we've got one running on hardware, one running on emulator, as seems to be the tradition with Fetti. He is a hardware man through and through, so you'll generally always see him running on hardware, unless something has been agreed on beforehand. I don't know, but in this instance, we have both runners coming in with, I think Jesse, unfortunately, at a disadvantage if you take into account the fact that he did lose his first match. But Fetti did also too, but Fetti has the advantage of coming in at a higher seed, knowing that I think he knows himself. He's pretty good at bingo. And so Jesse, with lesser amount of bingo practice in there, could that play a part today? I think it could potentially, but we shall see. It all just depends on the tasks that come off the board sometimes. Running, they're about a year apart in running. Jesse starting in 2024 with Fetti starting in 2023. Most hated tasks, of course, it's that zipline training coming up for stoppjesse. And for Fetti, again, no surprise for those who knew him, it's the one cycle Dockhock, which I feel like seen him land more often than not in his most recent runs, which is interesting. Maybe the tide is turning for him. But Sap, do you have any kind of expectations, any thoughts initially on this match going into it?
I think I just want to point out, although Jesse might have a later average blackout time, he is definitely can do it way faster than that. Like in my matchup with him, we were neck and neck, like on all three of our boards at some point.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's definitely quicker than that 57 leads on to be. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, I think that's important to note, especially considering the difference between blackout and lockout, where blackout, obviously, you have to clear the entire board, which can take a lot of time and a lot of, especially for Jesse when he was doing that originally, I don't think he'd done much, if any, bingo practice like beforehand. So yeah, I think the average blackout time probably quite misleading actually for Jesse coming into this. So maybe putting him in a bit of an underdog status when actually he could come in and smash this. So we'll see. I'm hoping so anyway, at least. We shall see. As we come in now to see both runners, here they are, back here awaiting their go time. So what I will do is we'll just make sure that everything is indeed ready and looking fancy, and we can look to start ASAP. So let me check in on both runners and let's just make sure that they are both ready. And hopefully we will get started soon. The bingo board yet to reveal itself. We shall see. Okay, Jesse has said maybe. I'm hoping that means yes. We're going to trust that it does. He said that he's maybe ready. Okay. In 3. Wait, he's starting again. Yeah, he's ready. Okay, he's ready. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go. And away we go. The bingo board is revealed. Our competitors studying it very quickly. Let's see where they head to first. This is the most important part, I feel like, sometimes, is this first step. This first step sometimes can really make or break.
I already see my favorite one to go to immediately. I already see a line. You
already see a line? Go on, describe the line to us. What could happen here?
He could hug the lizard right at, honestly, multiple of these, like 10 lizards, or get the comic on Tunnel Crawl. He could... I'm trying to look for another, but... Well, there's perform any Tunnel Crawl skip at the bottom. He would have to restart on that one, though. But yeah, he could definitely get 3 in basically one level with one restart right there at the bat.
Yeah, for sure. We've got Fetti already coming in with one with get the comic in Race the Bugle. He's already managed to get that, and he's off to the races. Jesse going for the comic in what level is that? Blowing
Police evaded.
Police building top chase, police evaded. Yep. Yeah, we've got a couple of comics actually on these police chase levels. So it'll be interesting to see if the comics are prioritized over some of the other tasks. Sometimes comics are quite good to get. They are quite quick on some levels. We'll see what our runners do prioritize.
Oh boy, Spidey fans, Black Cat is out.
It looks
like they're both going for the long ones first.
Yeah, this is an interesting strat, I think. Getting to maybe some of the long ones out of the way, maybe they're thinking first, to then try and rattle through some faster ones later on. An interesting strat, especially if both runners opting for that strat. It can be quite interesting. But we'll see if it pays off for them both. It's so far neck and neck with 1-1. We shall see what ends up happening here.
I only see one. Yeah, I think that's the only task for Rhino this board.
Yeah, I think no more Rhino. There's no comics, is there, for Rhino? No. So the Rhino won an awkward one to get out of the way. So maybe, again, Jesse looking to clean that up just to make sure that it's out of the way and done with and doesn't have to be bothered later on.
There he goes.
There we go.
The Scorpion.
And Fetti completing 8 enemies and Race the Bugle. So it kind of aligned there. We got the comic and Race the Bugle into kill 8 enemies. Again, 2 quite slow ones just because of the distance and the time it takes to travel and do all those things, but aligned nonetheless.
This time Jesse's going for one of the easy ones or easier ones, depending on the RNG you get. And he takes down the 1 cycle.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's looking good. It's looking good. So Jesse pulling ahead slightly. 3 now. And now, here we go. So we've got
like
Fetti in
so
tunnel crawl. This potentially is the line there. So there's the hug. Hug locked in. So he'll tick that, I assume, on the board in a second. There it is. Hug locked in. And now going for, I wonder.
Okay, there he goes. He clicked.
Yeah. Do you reckon, is it going to be a tunnel crawl comic first or a tunnel crawl skip first? Which way do you think he's going to go around for this?
I mean, I would go for the glitch first because, or for the 1 cycle. I don't even know. I don't think it matters either way, would it?
I don't think speed-wise, no. I wonder where his head's at, where he thinks the best one potentially.
He'll probably go for. I'm betting comic first.
Yeah, I mean comic. I guess if you were to try one that's the easier one, where you've less chance of failing it and just getting it done, comic makes the most sense. Comic does make the most sense. Jesse, in the meantime,
I would do comic because I feel like he might be more confident at the tunnel crawl skip than Jesse.
That's fair. Yeah.
He might leave that one for later.
Knowing then that he can come back to it later. That is true. That is true.
Or he's just going to go for the skip immediately.
Yeah, never mind. Ignore.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay, opting out. Opting
I thought he was.
Baited us there.
He got near it. He got near.
Baited us in. Baited us in. So yeah, again, so it looks like kind of, again, slower tasks here from both of our competitors. Jesse now finishing off killing the 10 lizards in hidden switches. So pulls ahead slightly again. It's really tight margin still so far. Have we got any of the good ones that we can finish on? There we go. Comic claim. What can we end on? Where's the final one that we think they'll leave the last here?
How many of them are there?
Maybe like sewer without touching pipes. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. I feel there's no like grand finish in the way that like some of our boards have had
Escape
before.
Monster Rock without webs. That might be the one.
Oh, that could be interesting.
Eldritch Mike. What do you mean, Soda? Thank you for the good luck, Soda.
The further I go, the more there are.
Oh, what's Soda? Hold on, my chat's
I don't know. He's talking about an Eldritch Mike.
Oh no! Oh, is it me again? It's one of us. So I need to see this. Yeah, I need to figure this out because for some reason, even though this is all coming through via Twitch, I think the audio gets scuffed sometimes for some reason. Even though there's no reason for it to be scuffed. I think it eventually does just fix itself. So hopefully it continues to fix itself as we carry on. But we'll see. Anyway, Jesse did an elevator skip. He's landed that. A jump off a train.
Falls off a train.
Perfect. A nice quick
one.
And
then Fetti just completed that line I was talking about where he hugs the lizard and then does the 2 tunnel crawl options.
Yeah, good ones.
So
Good
I
ones to
think
pick up. Good ones to pick up in the meantime.
6 and 5 right now.
Indeed,
Okay.
it's 6-5 currently. Don't know. Yeah, what the kind of strat is here. I don't. Again, I don't know if they have lines in mind or if they have particular strats in mind of routes they prefer based on the board, or if they're just winging it based on what kind of comes into the vision next. We have got Betty roaming around the presses. Looks like he's going to do presses skip. Any presses skip is on the board, so he's going to try and land this now. Finish it off. Beautiful. He will claim that. As well as the comic. That's a good line. He also got the comic and stop the presses. You got stop the presses comic as well as the the skip, which I don't think is he ticked that off before when he stopped the presses. He's not ticked that off yet, funnily enough. So we'll see if he comes back. He did do that, but he's not ticked that off yet.
He just ticked get the
there
comic.
You go. Perfect. Yeah. So we'll see. That could come back to haunt him. He did technically do that, but he's not ticked that off. So we'll see where we land on that as we progress. We are currently tied 7-7. Both competitors. Oh, there we go. As I say that.
Did he mark it?
Has he marked the wrong one? Oh, did he not get the comic? Oh, so maybe he didn't get the comic. Maybe we've misseen that then. So he didn't actually get the comic. He's going for the comic now. Takes the wrong box. See, that would have been a good line if he picked up the comic initially as he was doing this. Save a bit of time. But that's fine. He's going back now to collect the comic, and will now pick up the comic and take that off. Perfect.
I initially forgot where the comic was in this when I did my run. I was like punching a random box. Okay.
Now these are ones that I feel like sometimes are quite interesting.
Speed training.
Yeah, to watch. The speed training. Speed training, not something you really ever see any of us do, unless there was that one period of time where everyone was grinding speed training after it appeared on the leaderboard.
Yeah. It was a good time,
category
honestly.
extension. Yeah, I like that a lot. It was good. This first one still is so rough. You get like a really fast time on. It can be a rough one.
I think the first one's the easier one.
It is.
It's that final stretch where like you're trying to get the right height.
Yeah, try and get like the fast swings between the buildings is like it's not a good time. Sap, Jesse's just collected. Fetti has just collected 2 there on the back-to-back with a Spidey armor and a comic in building top chase. That is excellent strat there. So obviously that he went to the Goblin Lair. Picked up the Spidey armor in there as well as the comic. Imagine if the Goblin Lair was on there. That would have been a triple. A triple potentially there. But with that, Betty has pulled ahead very slightly. Only needs 2 more, actually, to crack this now. So...
Then we go...
Jesse picking up another one. Picking up another one. He has just picked up, reached the top of the stack solutions building. What's Fessy going for now? So he's in pipes. In for pipes.
I think the difference in this board here was just seeing the lines. You know?
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, that double from Fetty there has kind of solidified his lead pretty handily there. He's quite low on these pipes, though.
Got an easy 5 in 2 levels, basically.
Oh, okay. Died. We'll have to restart that. So there's still a bit of time. Still a bit of time here for Jesse to figure out potentially a quick line here to pull some points back. He's trying to go for no damage on Symbiote's Infest Bugle, so he's going for the skip to avoid any symbiotes attacking him.
Pipes do not like him right now.
No, pipes fighting Fetty, well and truly. Here we go, next attempt. Sticking to the pipe. And there we go. All right, well, Jesse catching up.
Where's that Jesse at now? 8 to... It's 10? He's
10 to 11, indeed, yeah. 10 to 11 currently. Betty still making sure he tries to nab this pipes board. Here we go, closing it out. This could be it. Beautiful, right. He just needs to finish the level and lock that in, which will put him 1 bingo tile away from winning.
Jesse wasn't going for this.
I think
Looks like
he
Jesse's
is.
going for it right now.
Oh, no, Jesse not realizing. Unfortunately, this is the way bingo goes sometimes. Competitor stolen that from right underneath. And will now, he's got to see, he's got to turn. Okay, I think he's noticed, he's paused. As if he's potentially noticed.
Oh my gosh,
and
Jesse.
And he's sitting there thinking about what to do next.
Jesse?
Jesse,
Which
keep
one?
going.
Oh.
Jesse, it's 13. I don't. Maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe he thinks it's 12 that we stop at. No, it's 13, Jesse. Keep going. Oh no. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
No. It's first to 13. Go. Go, go. No. Keep going. Oh no. Oh, I feel bad. He thinks it's first to 12. No, Jesse. Oh no. Well,
Oh Lord.
this is Fetty's game to lose now as a result of that.
Unfortunate.
See, this would have been an interesting
Dude,
line we've got left
He
here.
was catching up too.
He was. He
Oh
was.
Lord.
And that's it. That's it. Unfortunately, Get the Comic in Lizard's Maze has been claimed by Fetty. He will take this 13 to 10 first time round. That is GG for round number 1. Okay, so let's
Can't
check
believe
in.
Jesse did that, man.
I know. Oh, man. So
It's unfortunate.
It was definitely coming down to, I think you were right, Escape Monstrock without webs. I think that is definitely where we were headed for that last one. But if we'd have managed to get there, it would have been a lovely little race there at the end. But Jesse just unfortunately forgetting that yeah, it's 13. If there's 25,
He was so close too.
yeah, literally. Okay, well, redemption then for Jesse, hopefully, on this next one. We're going to reset the bingo board very quickly now. And we'll get a new bingo board loaded in. Make sure it's hidden initially from our runners. And we'll make sure, okay, how's the board reset? Hopefully it has. Hopefully it has.
I hope. I'm going to put that in the Discord just to make sure he sees that.
Yeah, that is the best way. Just keep going until someone says, okay, it's over.
I said no, stop, Jesse.
Yeah.
Get it?
Wow. Okay. Right. I think we've got a new board set up. Let me reset the scores on here. And what we'll look to do is start round 2. So, Fetty up 1-0 currently. Again, I still haven't put that on a way to put that on the overlay naturally. So what I'll do is I'll just edit this there. This, in fact, no, you guys know.
Fetty is stood up.
Fetty is stood up. Maybe stretching his legs before this for him potentially the final run of the night.
Hey, oh, they tied. What do you mean? What do you mean, Chuck?
On the right, offset on the left, on the right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Jesse just needs to keep going until he says that. So Jesse is apparently full zoomed on the bingo board, and that's why he wasn't able to see the numbers. And I think he was just kind of trying to count off of his own back. Fair play, quite impressive. If he's able to do that at the same time.
I would just keep going.
Yeah.
I would just not stop.
The strat definitely is just to keep going. Definitely just to keep going. So hopefully this time round we shall see, and we won't see Jesse lose out, sadly, just because he thought it was over before it was. Okay, let's make sure both are ready. They are indeed. So let me make sure I am ready. That would be a good start. Okay, and in 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Right, let's take a look at this bingo board. Have we got any interesting things on there? We've got the zipline training. We have got a 7,000 points on zipline training. That is exciting. That is exciting.
Oh, yeah, that is.
So we could potentially have that come to the final one if we build to it. We'll see. Jesse heading to Waterfront. Waterfront Warehouse. Underwater Trench. He's trying to get the
looks
comic.
like he's going for the comic, I think.
Yeah. So he needs to be
Making the mistake I made.
Yeah, further left. Further left is where he needs to be.
He needs
Not
to be
quite sure on the
further
positioning.
in, yeah, towards the wall.
Yeah. So in the meantime, though, Killer Symbiote, Betty has gone to the Bugle basement to pick that one up.
Maybe I would go for the one that I'm for sure on.
Jesse. This is bad news potentially for Jesse. Already stuck on his first choice, and he's not sure about this strat. In the meantime, Betty.
Oh, he did it!
Oh my days!
I've never seen that. Okay, we're good.
Okay, fair play. He pulled that off with such elegance and grace that I don't really know how to react to that. Actually, yeah.
Oh, and he was gonna go for the death by laser, but Fetty's gonna steal it from him.
Fetty's stolen it out from under him there.
Steal from him.
Oh, such a shame. Oh, if he just got that quicker. Incredible. Right, well, fair play. Jesse doing it in the swaggiest way possible, so that's fine. He doesn't get bonus points for that, but he has bonus points in our hearts for pulling that one off.
He's going for Scorpion one cycle immediately again, which is not a bad move.
Yeah, this is it.
To take out.
I wonder if the strategy's changed now. Instead of doing the longer ones first, if they try and rattle some shorter ones off, if they don't see any lines necessarily. But we shall see. Where's Fetty headed here? He's back in the tunnel crawl. What have we got? A tunnel crawl. Let me scan the board here. We have got. Where have we got?
I don't know what
A one cycle Scorpion just ticked off. Right. That he's died by drowning. He's gone for that level to drown. Interesting. Okay, good strat. Good strat.
That's honestly, that would have been one of the ones I thought of first too. So
yeah, that one or hidden switches, just because you got immediate access to water. Yeah, some good levels there. Be able to do that. He's back on tunnel crawl. Am I missing something on tunnel crawl here? What have we got on tunnel crawl? Could be happening here. One side of water crawl. That's why, because it's pulling down into water crawl is what I'm seeing as. So Jesse going for the boss rush. It looks like strats. We've gone from Scorpion straight into Rhino. Betty going for the trick shots and the strats, the fast strats of moving through the levels. He has indeed one cycled the water crawl. Moves up to 5 and 2 now. Well and truly ahead in this matchup. Jesse killing Rhino needs to find some good lines now, really, to try and pull this off. Betty,
you have to wait for the boss to die.
No, you don't have to like wait for the level to end. You can, literally as soon as you get the last hit, the rule is that you can quit straight out as soon as that last hit is landed. Yeah,
he was waiting for it, so I didn't know if he was aware of that one.
Yeah.
Move it, Spidey, move it.
Okay, so we got Venom being chased. He is.
He's gonna go for the
Betty for
there he goes.
The Fetty fall. Can he reach the end safely? He certainly can. Certainly can. Wow, like first try as well. Really nice
stuff, Fetty.
And then Jesse at the same time reaching the top of the Stark Solutions building, and now moving on to try and he's picked up a spider armor. Yep, that is on there. Perfect. Okay, good line. Good line. Here we go. Right, this is the lines. This is what we need. This is what we need. Is there anything
gonna go
else?
to next?
Yeah, what's the next strat here? It
Elevator descent.
Heading to see the lizard. Is it just the lizard, or is it to get the
If there are two things
comic?
symbiotes hate, it's Sonics and fire. I'm fresh out
I
of
think he's
both.
going for Lizard Maze
I'll have
comic.
to do it
Yes,
the old-fashioned
so he's going for the comic. There it is.
He could also get hit by the rollers.
Also could get hit by the rollers. Yes, I wonder if he's seen that. No, potentially not.
That's what I would do.
He's quit out, so he's potentially not seen that. We've got Jesse again on the elevator descent.
And he does the skip.
Skipping perfectly. Down he goes. And through to the end of the level. Perfect, perfect. Elevator skip achieved. 7-6 currently. 7-6. So we're back to a tight race once again. All just dependent on these lines now. So it looks like, yeah, he has gone back to the lizard maze now. I assume it'll be, he's going to get hit by these rollers now. There goes the first one. Perfect. I think the strat that people are missing on here, which Nilo pulled off in his seeding runs, which is definitely the best way of doing this, is if you do it in kid mode, you don't take as much damage from the rollers.
Okay.
The only annoying thing is that you also then can't really move as fast across the roof just because you can't do the zips. But but
Right.
it allows you to do this all in one level, in one run through technically. So I think that the kind of trade-off there is potentially worth it instead of having to restart the entire level.
Nowhere to go but up.
I feel like if you're good at your zips, it doesn't pay off as
Yeah,
much.
maybe it
though.
doesn't. Yeah, maybe it doesn't actually.
I don't know, because if you're crawling the whole way, that's gonna be a while.
It is a while.
I feel like.
Technically, it would be fast if you went and did the final 2 rollers first, reset the level, and then did the first one. Maybe that's the strat there.
I realized that because my first go around, I took a hit and then I was like, oh, I have to go all the way back twice.
Yeah,
So I should. Yeah, it's good to just go for those back 2 immediately together.
for sure.
Or if there's a way to get Spidey armor in. You could get lucky and get something like the level previously. I don't know.
Well, in the meantime, as we've been talking, Jesse has pulled ahead with a 3 kind of on the trot of an elevator skip into bank approach comic into scale the girders comic, while Fetty's still in the lizard maze, but trying for a basement skip there unfortunately did not land it. So he's going to try again.
Close. That was so close, Jesse.
This time, let's see if it pays off for him. We're tied up now. Fetty has managed to get whacked by all 3 of the rollers. There you go. Jesse lining it up. Lining it up, keeping it safe, keeping it safe. Nice jump around.
There we go.
Went for the
okay, he got it. He got it. He got it.
He got it. Swing. Oh my goodness, dangerous strats.
That scared me.
Yeah,
that scared me.
Dangerous strats, but it paid off. That was it.
Fetty's going for it as well.
Oh,
I don't think he knows.
He doesn't know. Does he know? Does he know? I don't think he does. There we go. Jesse will tick that off.
Just
delaying
blocking the walls a little bit, but
yeah, delaying. Fetty now a little bit going into.
That's what Fetty was doing.
Yeah, going to Mysterio, not by choice because there's nothing on there. Just has to load it through because he's completed the skip. So now it all just depends on where we kind of lie now. We've tied up. He's gone to hard, so he's completing stop the bomb on hard. Jesse opting to do this one over the. Is this the, he's going to not do 2 cranes on the same level? Oh, he's going back into here. Back into. Is this the? What's the, oh yeah, comic and building top chase. I never remember the levels of these going outside areas, so without having it there.
The
in front of
police chase levels are just the police chase levels.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's just all blended into one. So,
mind if I drop in?
There we go. He picks up the comic on the level he should have done. Jesse making his way
through.
through.
The thing though is Jesse's actually good at hard.
He is as a Peter Parker
that
challenge.
is his category.
Yeah, as a Peter Parker challenge
that is his
connoisseur. Any hard mode one's really straight in his wheelhouse. Absolutely. Oh, and does get the double button press. Let's go. Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, if I see a hard one and Jesse's on the other side, I'm like, he's got it.
Yeah,
what can I do
he's got.
about
I would believe that. Yeah, actually.
Spidey, think.
Well, we've got 10 now to Jesse's 9, but it won't be 9 for long as he finishes off this level now. Throws the bomb in the vault, hits the button.
Solid work. That was quick.
Yeah, nice and quick. So what's left now?
Not
what are the
this time,
strats left
guys.
now that these runners can pull off?
Survival mode. 2 different survival modes. And zipline training. So we got a lot of training stuff that's board.
Yeah.
I like that.
So where's Fetty at the minute?
Then sewage plant with no skips. That one's going to take a while. So whoever does that one is going to... Sewage plant with no skips is probably longer than the minute trial mode, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd easily say, yeah, I think you're looking up to like 2 minutes on that level alone just because of the
and it looks
length of it. Better going for it. So this is what we need Jesse now. We need Jesse to smash these 2.
I would say...
Yeah, these 2.
I was just about to say, yeah, we were just talking about it. Just now.
Oh, Jesse. No, where's he going?
Here we go.
Jesse, go back. Oh, no. Is he trying to race him? Oh, no. Mistakes were made. He's opted out of doing a training level and he's gone to sewage plant. No skips. No,
Jesse, no.
Oh, what's the word?
Well, he doesn't know.
He just doesn't know. The hesitation and lack of commitment to that task of the training mode has potentially let him down.
The training modes are not that bad.
No, yeah, I think maybe he just doesn't realize how long this level actually is, and how quickly he could have actually just got through those training levels. Oh man, well, either way, once Jesse sees this, he's got to. The theory is he's got to race now, Fetti on either the lizards or the symbiotes, whichever one Fetti tries to choose. He has to try and choose the same one, beat him at that one, and then beat him at the other one to bring it to the zipline training.
Or they could fail.
Well, this is
One of them could fail.
Yeah.
I say, if Fetti fails right now, then he'll have to restart the level.
Yeah. Is there a chance he falls in the water? Is there a chance he falls in the water
Yeah.
at the end here?
Maybe. You never know.
Okay, no, sadly
No.
not. Okay. Sadly
But-
not, I say. We're not rooting against Fetti, of course. But he has made it through.
60 seconds with symbiotes, though, that might not be easy either.
Yeah, symbiotes are a rough time. They just spit at you. It is disgusting. And it's
Well,
no
I guess
fun.
you just have to live 1 minute. It's not like kill 15
Yeah.
enemies.
Okay, so we've got
Jesse left.
Jesse just doesn't know where he's going. He's not. Where is he? None of these levels. None of the challenges now are in any of these levels. I'm not sure. What? Sewage entrance?
I don't
What's
know what
happened?
he's doing.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just had a brain melt. I'm really not sure what's going on at this point from Jesse.
He needs to unlock them first.
Oh, is that where he is? He's at the point of he can't unlock them. Okay, lizards. Right, he's had to physically go and unlock the lizards. Unfortunately, I think just due to that then, not being able to do that, unless Fetti dies in the next 30 seconds, it might be over.
Is Fetti gonna get 13 with this?
This will be 13, yeah. If Fetti claims this now, this will be the 13th. He's running low on web cartridges. He won't be able to do the web dome strat much longer. Now just has to survive. 15 more seconds. Symbiotes, though, brutal, are bashing him up. He's got 10 seconds to survive. Oh, imagine if he dies at the last second here. No! He did! 58 seconds!
That's not 60 seconds.
That's not 60
not
seconds.
1 minute.
That is not 1 minute. He has not claimed that. That's incredible. Okay, Jesse now potentially back in it. This is really interesting now. Jesse just has to survive the lizards. Oh, but all right, Fetti pulling out the big boys. He's going straight into zipline training. He says no more of that nonsense. No more surviving those lizards. Wow, I can't believe he died at literally the last 2 seconds. Wow, the game has changed. Fetti now going for
that was
zipline
crazy.
training.
That was an interesting choice.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I can't believe he died right there. Oh my gosh.
My days.
I don't know. Did he die?
Yeah, he did.
I couldn't tell.
So the level ends when you die. So because he went to that ending level, like loading thing for the leaderboard, he did die. That'll be what triggered it. Because otherwise the game just goes on indefinitely. Okay, he died. Right, Fetti died, and he's having to restart again on zipline training. But all Jesse needs to do is just complete this symbiote's survival as quick as he can, and then he's got to get in there and do the zipline training as well. Fetti definitely has the advantage here as a man who has done 100% runs, who knows the strat for this particular level. He definitely has the advantage. If Jesse was to come out and smack him up on this one, man, what an ego boost would be. Yeah. I'm hoping
Jesse definitely practiced zipline training.
I'm hoping he's remembered his training. Now, the unfortunate thing is, because of the way it's cropped on the screen, I can't see how many points that he has.
Yeah, I can't see him either.
So we'll have to wait until he gets
We'll
to
see it at the end.
Yeah, the end when it pulls through and he tells us the score. It's all a mystery. It's kind of maybe a bit more exciting that it's left a bit of a mystery. I think maybe he's at 5,000 now. Looks like a bit of a 5 at the start there. I'm not quite sure.
It is a 5, yeah. That is definitely a 5.
So we're on 5,000.
So we'll see the first letter. Oh, he's on 6
Okay,
now.
6. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good for Fetti. He won't need much more.
He hit the 7. I see the 7.
Yeah, I think he's hit it. I think he's hit
There's
it.
an 8.
8? Does he not? Does he? Is he just going for swag points now? I'm not sure.
9?
Is he going for the 10,000? Okay.
He got 9,000.
He got it. Well, he got it. And unfortunately, that is it. Jesse did
9,
manage to
6,
catch up.
8, 9.
Jesse did manage to get up to get 12. Unfortunately, 13 does go to Fetti. Wow.
So
Wow.
Fetti killing that symbiote earlier gave him the ability to get that 1 minute symbiote survival mode.
That is what
But
would have
still didn't
potentially
go
locked
for
it
it.
in. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would have sealed the deal if he hadn't died there. So had to resort to his old ways, his 100% ways of pulling off the zipline training, which he did on his second attempt. So very well done to him. So that does it then, ladies and gentlemen. Fetti does take this 2-0. Fetti does take this 2-0 and will be progressing on. Unfortunately, this does mean it's the end for Jesse in our tournament. So commiserations to Jesse. We'll pull him in now for an interview. We'll speak to them both, but we'll just make sure that they are both here. Come for interview. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Guys, a great tournament. A great race from both of you so far on those two. Unfortunately, Jesse, I think you kind of maybe got in your own head in a few instances there. The first one, not realizing that the game hadn't finished on 12, sadly, and stopping and getting confused there. And then the second one, coming really close to the end, which I guess you won't have realized what happened for it to become so close to the end, which we can go over in a little bit when we ask. So, Fetti, do you want to tell us what happened when you were doing this symbiote trading level?
Okay, so the whole reason I went for I looked at the whole board. I didn't realize basement skip was in it, or I would have done it immediately. But I looked at the board. I saw survive 1 minute with symbiotes, and then I saw kill a symbiote. So like my first instinct was like, okay, go to basement, kill a symbiote. I'll unlock symbiotes, and then if I need to, I'll go do it at the end, right? Like that was my whole like, okay, if like, you know, like looking at the board, reading it, all that stuff, I'm like, this is kind of like, I don't know if Jesse will realize he needs to unlock symbiotes. That was like the whole thing, but I forgot that with symbiotes, I should have done it with lizards, but I forgot that with symbiotes, you cannot hug them. They will still attack you. So like I tried it a couple times, but then I had to start doing the thing where if a whole bunch of symbiotes pile up, that's why I picked building top. If a whole bunch of symbiotes pile up and you web dome them, it takes a very long time for them to die. So then they respawn slowly. But yeah, I got killed at like, I had 4 seconds to survive, maybe even less than that. It was like,
I think it was 2. I think you were on 58 seconds. Yeah.
It was 2 seconds. And then, so the minute that happened, I was like, there's no way that Jesse is not doing lizards right now. That was the other thing, is I was like, Jesse's going to pick lizards because hug a homie, right? So I was like, I was literally like, if I do this, I got it. But then I was like, wait, he could get, it clicked in my brain. I'm like, he could get both of those. And if I get the head start on zipline training, I have more experience on zipline training. So it was just like, yeah, at this point, you know what I mean? Like at this point I had it. I even went for the golds. I didn't even do the new updated strat with like the reds and blues. I went for the golds. So it's, yeah, unfortunately that's Jesse. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So
it paid off. The logic there paid off for you of going straight to the zipline training. So I think you're right. Jesse would have probably caught up if not otherwise, and it would have been a battle then on the zipline training to finish it out. I guess first of all then to you, Jesse, back to you. Apart from those kind of points where you maybe just, it was just a kind of, it wasn't even mistakes in the game that you were making, it was just kind of the playing of the match that kind of threw it off and threw your runs off. How do you feel about your runs overall? This was a really close bingo match between you both. So I hope that you feel you did well, because it definitely was closer maybe than the board suggests.
you have to complete the level. That's the big thing. So SIB, no, it's SIB. It's SIB, I'm pretty sure. I messed up on Kill a Symbiote because I thought it was just like that's where it was, but you have to complete SIB in order to like unlock them. That's why with the lizard maze, I think, is where you unlock lizards. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that it's one of those things that you need to do.
I
can't
thought you
remember.
got it from killing the mob.
Yeah. Oh, you get it from killing it. That's right. Yeah, you get it from killing it. Thank you, Sap. That's why I knew something would happen if I went and killed the symbiote. That was my whole game plan. So, sorry, Jesse, you were saying? My bad. Sorry, Jesse, you were saying? My bad. Jesse's muted, by the way. Jesse, unmute your mic. Jesse, unmute your mic in OBS.
Oh, shoot. I've been talking this whole time.
Jesse, unmute your mic in OBS. Hey, don't worry. I'll be the tech guy, even though I'm racing. I'll be the tech guy, Spyron. It's all good.
Okay. So I thought I did pretty good.
All right.
My thing was the training thing.
Yeah. The training thing?
Yeah. Trading kind of came for you at the end, yeah, with unfortunately
Because I knew about the whole symbiote thing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let me generate on the first level for symbiote. I generate on the first level on symbiote because last time when I was practicing, it worked. Even though I did the skip and I did to symbiote, it still generated. I'm like, oh, okay, so it works. And then it didn't work. And I was like, why? Why did it not work? And maybe it's because I beat it a symbiote earlier in the run. And then when I went to the first level and I did that skip, then it generated. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, commiserations, to you, Jesse. You put up a good fight, but unfortunately, Fetty, I think just some of Fetty's training coming in handy there, like you say, with the expertise on zipline training coming in with the 100% runs that you've done in the past. How did you feel upon Fetty for you then, the boards first appearing? Did you feel confident looking at the boards initially? Were there any strats that you were kind of going for or anything that you had in mind? How did you feel when you saw these boards revealed for the first time?
The first board, despite how it looks, the first board I was less confident in. So on initial reading, I didn't really have the strat until I don't know if y'all saw me pause and just actually look at the board, but and then I got confused because stop the presses. I did stop the presses and I was like, oh wait, I didn't pick up the comic because in my head I'm like, oh, stop the presses, I have a comic and skip, and then I re-look at the board and I could not find, my dyslexia could not find the click for comic, so I thought I was tripping, so I just didn't even do it until I had to go back later, and then it turns out I was clicking the one that was get the comic and not the skip, so yeah, dyslexia. But the second board, I was so confident that Jesse was going to look at the middle of the board. I was so confident that he was going to go for underwater trench first, which is why I went kill a symbiote, right? I went kill a symbiote and then immediately went and died by lasers to cut him off. It was an immediate okay, if I cut him off at lasers, then he's going to be behind me the whole time. And then I went to tunnel, and then I saw Hug a Lizard. I went to tunnel crawl, or I saw Fetty fall. And then I saw one cycle water crawl right next to it, and I'm like, huh. And then whenever I get in there, I see die by drowning and kill a symbiote, or kill a hug a lizard, and I'm like, well, I could just knock this all out right now. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where as I continued looking while I was doing specific things, I was like, oh yeah, no, dying by a laser and cutting Jesse off was immediately the best strategy that I could have pulled off. So I was way more confident in the second board than I was in the first, despite how it looks. So.
Yeah, now that has actually just reminded me, Jesse, of one thing I did want to ask you. That level that Fetty was talking about, underwater trench, when you went for the comic, obviously you kind of struggled initially, but you pulled off a way of jumping through the floor, which I haven't seen really anyone do before, which was very interesting. Was that intentional?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that was your plan, or were you just trying to figure it
That
out?
was the backup. Because I knew about the whole thing. If I couldn't get through, if I at least jump up, it should phase me. I don't know if it was the certain position or I had to hold all the way down, which phased me for that what is it, my fourth try to finally actually work. But I think that's more experimenting on my end. But I think if I did do the full jump, I might have gotten the comic and then gone die by lasers.
Were you on easy?
Because that's where I was having troubles with.
Were you on easy?
If I didn't get to die by laser.
Did you pick it on easy? Like, did you pick easy mode?
No, I chose hard.
Oh, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure because I was like, if it was easy, maybe not. But I didn't know you
No,
were
I
held up
chose
like
hard
that. I was
'cause
literally
I knew
looking at
that-
it. I was looking at the board, being like, okay, whenever he gets the comic, it's like, how much time do I have?
Yeah.
So,
No, I chose hard because I knew that lasers I could die by 4 times.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I guess to kind of wrap things up then, and look to the.
Man, not even gonna let Sap ask any questions is crazy.
Oh well, yeah. Sorry. Well,
No, I'm chilling.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I got everything I wanted answered.
Lovely. Well, there you have it. Yeah. So Jesse, I guess now, unfortunately, eliminated from the tournament. Does that put you off bingo at all? Have your bingo kind of dreams lived and died through this this tournament? Will we expect to see any bingo from you in the future, or is it back to?
I never had dreams for bingo.
Oh, there we go.
This is a participation tournament. Are we not going to talk about that?
Well, we appreciate you participating, of course. Thank you.
I appreciate you participating in this tournament. So
Yeah, that was the participation bracket.
I'm glad you
I
were
was in
here.
the
I'm
losers
glad you were
bracket,
here
which
for
is the
Hey,
participation.
listen, I'm just glad you were here for 2 matches, man. It was great. No, I can't even be cocky. Jesse, you did have to push me to do things a lot quicker. I'm not even gonna lie. I was
Yeah.
like, oh snap, I can't take this lightly. Like that first board
I
was
had
really,
confidence
like,
on the first one, but
Then you stopped.
yeah, I had confidence. I was like, oh yeah, and then when I started feeling it, I was like, am I being dyslexic or is that 13?
yeah.
And I was like, let me look at the number. Since I have it zoomed in, because just to see the wording, I scroll down, can't even see the number. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I was like, I think at this point I have to pull up. That's why I messaged saying, hey, is it over? No one responded. And I was like, fuck. Okay, let me go to Twitch.
I will say this though, like, I think the big difference on this second board was the fact that I left that sewage plant no skip until the very end. Like, it was really like, I'm not even gonna lie. If you ask me what my favorite thing on this board was, it was that one. Like, that's my favorite task on this board. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, even if I leave it till the end and Jesse doesn't get it, if Jesse does, it's a long level, and I have time to like regroup, do a whole bunch of weird stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, that was my mistake.
it was one of those.
I didn't realize how much you love sewage plant.
It's
'Cause I
I
could've
routed it,
gone
man.
for something
I
else.
routed it, man. But yeah, no, like it was one of those things where like as soon as I got into sewage plant, I was like, wow, he really left this one for a very long time. And like I was like, yeah, there's no way. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, he's either doing the training right now, which I will completely like be able to get through this and get zipline training before, you know, like before, or stop the bomb on hard mode was also there. So it was like those two that I was like, oh yeah, no, like he's doing one or the other. And either way, I think I can beat him on both. So that was kind of like my.
I was on stop the bomb because I knew you were not gonna touch stop the bomb. Because I was like, that's an easy win for me.
Dude, I was in. The crazy thing is I was in your head that entire match. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know
we did like
how
that.
well I called it.
We did like that. Just they thought, a hard mode. As soon as you looked at it, it's like, oh, it makes perfect sense because he's the Peter Parker challenge man. So any hard mode strats, you know that Jesse's got nailed.
Yeah.
And I'm the hard skip.
sad
I'm
there's
the hard.
no
I'm the no
underwater
skip, and I'm the no
trench, no
skips guy.
jumping.
You know, I'm the no.
Yeah,
skips
exactly.
Guy, so.
So we had stuff for both of you there, definitely. So I guess then on to you, Fetty. You will continue through the tournament. You are awaiting the loser, I believe, of. Let me just double check.
I think it's you again.
No, it's not. It is not actually. Funnily enough,
Is
you
it
are waiting.
Soda and Nyla?
Sota Nilo, yes, you will be playing the loser from that match. Do you have a preference between the two of them, and how confident do you feel about either of them?
Well, depending on how it's set up, if we can't fix how it's set up, I'd prefer Nyla. Like, if we can't fix how we have the setup going right now, I prefer Nilo. But if we can fix the setup to where there's no delay or anything like that, and I can actually talk to Soda the whole time, I prefer Soda. If like that's the difference. Is like if I can like talk to Soda the entire
Soda can
time.
deafen.
Yeah, Soda could deafen, but he wouldn't. That's the.
I
That's
would.
the
He wouldn't dare.
That no, the key is like Soda talks back to me. Like that was our races during no skip and any percent where we were just talking crap the entire time, which was fun. So I don't know. It's the only thing is like I haven't raced Nilo in any of our things. Like in any event we've ever done, any races, it's never been me and Nilo.
Is that really true? Oh, that'd be exciting then. To get
It was
you
supposed to be me and
play
Nilo,
into.
but someone reset the any percent bracket. So
Oh man,
it
we
was
need to
supposed to
sort
be
that
me
out.
and Nilo.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know who did
Yeah,
that.
what's up, Spider?
I don't know
Why
who
did
did.
you reset the
I
bracket?
wasn't gonna call him out, but since we're talking about it,
Oh
yeah,
no,
no.
wait.
But no, in all seriousness, I do prefer Nilo, but genuinely, it's always usually me and Soda, regardless, right? Like,
Course, it does
somehow
seem
it ends
inevitable.
up me and Soda.
Yeah.
It's either me inspired or me and Soda, and then they go off to face Nilo. So that's usually like how this works. But hey, guys, I'm just happy to be here. You know,
I'm gonna win.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, Sap's gonna win.
Yeah, that's the participation bracket emotion.
Hey, it's
We're just happy to be here.
okay, Jesse. Okay, never mind. I'm glad you were here, Jesse, for 2. I'm gonna win this whole thing, so I'm pretty happy. It doesn't matter who I face, Byron. I'm gonna win the whole thing. So
Nice. I love it.
I'll see you
I love it.
I'll see you in the finals.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. Listen,
I'll see you in the finals, Fetty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there we
actually,
go.
Sap. I'll see you in the finals.
Hell
F
yeah.
Spider, bro.
Yeah,
I'll see you in
let's
the finals, bro.
This is the thing. This is why I think bingo is so exciting, just because it can really go anyone's way. Betty, like, very close to losing some of these matches. These matches in this instance.
What do you
Yeah,
say
it-
me for?
In this one, just because we were playing this now, it was 12. That last one was 12-13. It came down to the wire. Now, in fact, Jesse, quick question before you go: if it did come down to zipline training versus zipline training, and that was the last one, how confident were you feeling? I know you've attempted it before.
Against Fetty, no, I would have still lost that match.
Fair play. Okay.
Fetty is just goated in that.
Oh, don't gas me up, but you're right. You're right. I literally went on. I don't want. I'll tell you after stream. I got you. I'll tell you after stream.
Nice. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our race here today. I think TBD on all the other races. We're kind of waiting for people to set times and dates as we conclude this Easter weekend. Now we're back through to the next week, so people potentially more free as we carry on this week onwards. But one thing to note is, potentially, if there's no races this week, the next thing you will see on this channel is the spider runs across the Spider-Verse marathon, which is taking place this coming Saturday and Sunday. So
Let 'em
please
know.
make sure, if you are around, to tune into that. WiliFetti will be kicking off the marathon with a run of Resident Evil 3. So if you enjoyed seeing his face on this stream today and you want to see that more, make sure you tune in for the very start of Across the Runniverse, because he will be there.
All right, man. We're gonna see no one for that first hour. All right.
Oh no. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Have a good evening or morning or night or whatever time it's for you. And we'll catch you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Year.
Bye.
GG.